Hello students, now we are trying to solve some of the numerical problems based upon the heat capacity and the specific heat capacity. This is the first problem. An iron ball requires 500 joule of heat to raise its temperature by 10 degrees Celsius. Find its heat capacity and also find its specific heat capacity if the mass is 1 kg. So an iron ball want to raise its temperature by 10 degrees Celsius. That means its temperature change delta T is directly given 10 degrees Celsius. The amount of heat required is 500 joule. We know that specific heat capacity or thermal capacity C dash is delta H over delta T, which is equal to 500 divided by 10, which is equal to 50 joule per degree Celsius, or you can also express as 50 joule per Kelvin, because change of temperature on Celsius and Kelvin scale are same. Also we want to find out its specific heat capacity. We know that specific heat capacity C is heat capacity divided by mass of body. Heat capacity is 50, mass is 1, heat capacity is joule per Kelvin, mass is 1 kg. So value of specific heat capacity comes out to be 50 joule per kg per Kelvin. Next, find the heat required to raise the temperature of 2 kg of water from 10 to 50 degrees Celsius. Given specific heat capacity of water is 4200 joule per kg per Kelvin. Very simple. C is 4200 joule per kg per Kelvin. Mass of the water given is 2 kg. Change in temperature delta T. Always reduce smaller temperature from the larger temperature. Doesn't matter temperature increasing or decreasing. Delta T will be 50 minus 10 equal to 40 degrees Celsius. We know that the formula heat absorbed is delta H is equal to C into M into delta T, which is equal to 4200 into 2 into 40, which is equal to 336000 joule. This will be the answer. Next, an electric heater of 1000 watt raises the temperature of 5 kg of a liquid from 25 degrees Celsius to 31 degrees Celsius in 2 minutes. Find the heat capacity and specific heat capacity. Same problem. Solution. First, change in temperature delta T is equal to 31 minus 25, which is equal to 6 degrees Celsius, or what we can say 6 Kelvin. Time it is taking for doing so is 2 minutes. Converted into second, 2 into 60 equal to 120 second. Power of heater is equal to 1000 watt. We know that power is equal to energy over time. This means that energy E will be equal to power into time, which will be equal to 1000 into 120. So instead of giving us directly the value of the energy involved, numerical statement has given power and time, from which we are going to make use of the calculate the value of energy. Again, delta H is equal to C into M into delta T. This delta H is nothing but 1000 into 120. So if you substitute the value, 1000 into 120 equal to C into mass 5 into change of temperature, which is 6. If you solve this, the value of specific heat capacity comes out to be 4 into 10 raised power 3 joule per kg per Kelvin. You want to find out the heat capacity. Heat capacity C dash, it will be equal to mass multiplied by specific heat capacity. Mass is 5 multiplied by 4 into 10 raised power 3, it will be 2 into 10 raised power 4 joule per Kelvin. This will be the answer. Next, a bucket contains 8 kg of water at 25 degrees Celsius. 2 kg of water at 80 degrees Celsius is poured into it. Find the final temperature of the water. Neglect the heat absorbed by the bucket. So this is a question based upon the principle of calorimetry. So initially we have 8 kg of water at low temperature 25 degrees Celsius. Into it we have added 2 kg of water at 80 degrees Celsius. So this 2 kg of water is going to transfer its heat into 8 kg of water till both acquire the thermal equilibrium. We had to find that final temperature. Now we know that there are two bodies involved. One is the hot body, another is the cold body. What are the mass involved? Mass of the hot body is 2 kg, mass of cold body is 8 kg. Both are water, so specific heat capacity for both of them will be same, 4200 joule per kg per Kelvin, 4200 joule per kg per Kelvin. Initial temperature Ti 25 degrees Celsius, 80 degrees Celsius, 25 degrees Celsius. Let final temperature which we want to determine is T and T, because it will be common to them. So what will be the temperature change? Hot body will be losing its temperature, so T will be less than 80. It will be equal to 80 minus T. Cold water will be gaining temperature due to absorption of heat. T will be greater than 25, so it will be T minus 25. Now here is the important thing while solving questions based upon calorimetry principle. Here the idea is based upon the principle of calorimetry. So here you are to write down, according to principle of calorimetry. Some students do not write down, simply they will use the equation and start solving. You will lose 1 mark for not writing this statement. You will write delta H hot is equal to delta H cold. Hot body is having heat energy. We know the formula C into M into delta T. 4200 into mass of the hot body, which is 2 kg, temperature change 80 minus T. That should be equal to the cold body heat gained, which should be equal to its specific heat capacity 4200 mass 8 kg multiply temperature change T minus 25. 4200 get cancelled, so we are having 2 into 80, 160 minus 2T is equal to 8T minus 200. If you rearrange the terms, 2T will add into it will also add. So after having that, 8T plus 2T is equal to 160 plus 200, 360. That is 10T is equal to 360. T is equal to 36 degrees Celsius. So final temperature will be 36 degrees Celsius. Last, water is present at a height of 1.68 kilometer. Its temperature is 20 degrees Celsius. This water falls on the ground. Find the final temperature of water on reaching the ground. Specific heat capacity of water is given, value of G is given. Here simple idea, when water falls from this much height, when it is going to hit the ground, its kinetic energy during the falling motion, when it will hit the ground, it will be converted immediately into the heat energy, some part of that, due to which temperature of the water is going to increase. So we have to find that temperature. So again we are going to make of the formula delta H equal to C into M into delta T. But delta H is not directly given. It says the potential energy. So when water is present at a height of 1.68 kilometer, it possesses potential energy. So this delta H is actually the potential energy, and we know that potential energy is mgh. So equating mgh equal to C into m into delta T. M is the mass of water we are talking about. So m get cancelled. So gh becomes equal to C into delta T. We want to find C. C will be equal to gh over delta T. Value of G is 10. Height is 1.68 into 1000. 1 kilometer equal to 1000 meter divided by temperature change. Temperature will be increasing. It will be T minus 20. The value of C is given, which is equal to 4200. So if you solve this equation, you are going to get the value of the water, that will be equal to T minus 20 equal to 4, or T will be equal to 24 degrees Celsius. Thank you. Do solve or practice numericals from your exercises.